Oh, is my screen visible?
Yes, ma'am. It is visible.
Okay. So today we'll be seeing how to develop a basic drop down, and we'll also see how to navigate between from one page to how to move from one page to another page. Like when we click on one link, we should move to some other page. So in that way, we'll also see that. So I'll be typing and showing it to you. So as of now, I'll create a page like, yeah. So let me open Notepad plus plus. So let me take a new file. So first I'll be saving this. So let me save this, like I'm saving it on the desktop. So let me select desktop. On the desktop I am saving it as drop down dropdown.html. So I'm saving it. You can see it. So I'll close all these things because it is very confusing, right? So yeah, it is okay, right? So we'll start, like, right, we'll be starting with opening HTML and closing HTML tags. I, yeah, we'll start with opening HTML tags and we'll close the tag at the last. So in between, uh, we can write all these things like doc type HTML and all those things, but it is not needed here. So as of now, we'll start, like, we'll open a body tag. So and also close the tag, and inside the body tag, now we'll be opening, like, first I'll be writing the HTML code, followed by I'll be writing the CSS, like, so that you can understand, right? First, as of now, HTML I'm going to write, like, let me take one div because it will be very easy for the sake of styling also. In that div I'm taking a class. So I'm naming the class as something like drop down. So this is a syntax, like inside the div, I'm opening a div, and I'm writing a class attribute. So I'm naming the class as dropdown, and I'm closing that. So I'm going inside the div. Yeah, I'm going inside that. We'll wait for 2 minutes so that everyone will join, because it is like a disturbance. So for the drop down, no, we'll be getting a button. When we hover on that button, we'll be getting three links below. So when we click on when we see the links, like when we hover on the links, the color will be changing. So we'll design in that way if possible, or otherwise let us see, like when we start now we'll be understanding how to design. So okay, let me start. So see, inside the div, I want a button, right? So for the sake of button, I'm using a button tag, button button. So in the button tag also I'm using a class attribute because I want to style the button, right? So for that purpose I'm using a class attribute and I'm naming the class as drop button because it is a button, right? So drop because it is too long, right? So class is equal to, like I'm naming it as drop button and I'm closing this, and I have to close the button tag, right? Sorry. So I'm closing this button tag. See, inside that button we have to write something that needs to be displayed, right? So for the sake of that I'm writing, like we can specify anything, but as of now it is drop down, right? So I'm naming it as drop down. So as of now it is clear up to here, like we are just displaying a button. Is it clear? So this is the file we have saved. When we run this now, we'll be getting a button, simply a button. See, this button we have got. Is it clear, like about the code? Are you following, like, is there any difficulty to understand?
Yes, ma'am. Is it clear? Ma'am, clear?
So can I continue?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. So we have designed a button, right? So we have to add three links here, and after that we'll be styling the three links using CSS. That's like we'll see the CSS again, but as of now we have to design three links. So for that links, yeah, here for that links we'll be opening another div because those three links should be kept in one container, like not container, one section. So we'll be using another div, and again here also we have to style the three links, right? So for that purpose we are using another class attribute. So I'm naming that class attribute as drop down content because it is the content of the drop down, right? So drop down content, drop down content, and I'm closing the div. So I have to close the tag also, right? So I'm closing the div tag. So inside that I have to write the content. So because I'm saying, right, we have to navigate when we click on the link one, we should go to some other page. As of now, we are not navigating, but first we are creating a drop down. Anyway, we have to extend that for the sake of navigation. So for that purpose, I'm using an anchor tag. So it will be very helpful. Like we'll be using an anchor tag. So we have to use href, like hypertext reference, like it will be referencing, yeah, href attribute. And as of now we are not linking, right? So for that purpose I'm using a hash here. So after that I'll be changing that, but as of now it will be like hash. I'm closing that anchor tag, and insert that anchor tag I'm writing, let us say link 1, and I'm closing the anchor tag. Sorry. So let me copy this one. We will be like displaying three links. So let me copy this and let me paste this. So let me change this to link 2 and this one to link 3. So let me save this. So let me run this, like let me refresh this output. You have got the three links, right? Is it clear? Like how to get links, like how to get some links using the anchor tag. So this is about the HTML part. Like we should have a button, and for that button, we should get three links when we hover on that button. But as of now, they are below the button. We will be writing the CSS so that there will be what we have to say get coming when we hover on the button. So that will be coming with the CSS. So let me write the CSS code also. So HTML is clear, right? So we'll use internal CSS. Let us say we'll use internal CSS because it will be easy. So I'm moving to CSS. Is it okay? Yeah. Okay. So let me minimize this. So yeah. Okay. So inside the body tag, let me open because I'm using internal CSS. Let me open style tag and followed by let me close style tag. So inside that style tag, we'll be writing all the CSS. So as of now, we have one, two, three, three classes. So we have two styles for that three classes. First, we'll start with class drop down. So I have told you, right, for the class, if you want to style, we'll be using the dot operator. So here, for the sake of that drop down button, otherwise we'll see first because button, right? So we'll see for button otherwise. So let us see for button. So anyway, like dot button, not button, sorry. What is the name of this? Drop button. DROPBTN. Yeah. Dot drop button. And after that, the syntax is you have to open like flower bracket, and inside that we have to write the like whatever the style we are going to use. So let me change the color, like let me keep the background color, background hyphen color. You have to remember this syntax, like background color, background hyphen color, all these things. So colon, and let me use some hexadecimal code. So I'll be using something like, let us see, like green or blue. I think it is for green or blue something, but I don't remember. Let me after writing the CSS, we'll see. See, background color, it is, I'm writing something like this. And after that, I'm keeping the color, like the color as white because I need this drop down, right? This one should be displayed in white. So I'm writing the color as white. We'll write first. If you have any errors, no, then we can rectify. Because it is CSS, I think we'll be getting some errors and all. So we'll rectify if we get. Like after that, let me take padding because we want some width, right? So padding will be 16 px, let us say. And after that, let us take border is none because we're not using. If you want to use some colors to borders and all, you can use the CSS for that also. But as of now, I'm building a basic one. So we have to close this flower bracket after that. So let me close that flower bracket. Sorry, not here. Here. So let me save this and let us check. See, let me refresh this. See, we have got like green, I think that hexadecimal number is for green. Is it clear? Like with the CSS for the drop button, like drop down button. So can I move to some other CSS? Like let me write for the drop down. You're following, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. So we'll move to like let me like all this content and all. We'll try. So CSS it should be in trial and error method only because if you want to increase the like all these things, so you can increase and see so that you can understand. So after that, let me write for this drop down. This means this div it is for the entire thing, right? So let me write for that drop down. Let me like keep dot drop down. So syntax will be same. We'll be opening a this one. What we have to say flat bracket, and again we'll be closing that. Inside that one, we'll be writing like inline block. I think display inline block. We'll be getting line by line. So let us see after by writing it. So I am taking the position to relative. It is of your choice. You can even take it as absolute. So I'm as of now I'm taking it to relative, and after that I'm using display. This one is the main thing here. Display inline block. I think inline, yeah, inline block. So let us check so that we can understand. So this one I'm using the position as relative and display inline block. Let us see and so this no change. Is there any change? Like let me cut this and see. No. Okay. First let us continue with all the remaining things so that you can understand. Or otherwise let us paste this. If we can we can correct it at the last, otherwise we'll be removing that. So as of now, so after that let us see with this one drop down content. We'll style this one so that we can understand. Otherwise okay, at the last, if we don't want that, we'll remove that. That's not a problem. So we'll see for drop down content this one, and after that, we'll be understanding. It's like dot drop down content. I have not used any spaces and all that, so I have used a hyphen. So let us escape a hyphen here. So drop down content, and after that, we'll be opening a flat bracket, and we'll be closing a flat bracket again. So yeah, okay. So this contents, no, we have just set it to relative, but we have to write this in like we have to get that in one by one manner, right? So for that we are again, so both these things together it will be working, I think. So let us see. So after writing this, we'll check for these things. Sorry. Yeah, after writing this, we'll check for the both things so that you can understand. So drop down content, right? So drop down content, I'm using some style here. Like display is none. Like when we first see, no, we should not see anything. See here, we are getting this link 1, link 2, and link 3, right? So all those things should not be visible when we click on, when we just open. So I'm tilting the display to none, colon. I'm writing none. And after that so let me first show you this one. Control S, let me save this, and after that let me show you the output. See, you can't see these things, right? Because I have placed display none, so I am not able to see that links. Is it clear about the display none? So what is the purpose of display none? Have you understood? Okay. So let me continue. Okay. So let me continue with this one. So after display none, so I'll be writing background color. Let me keep background color. Background hyphen color. So I'm keeping the background color as something like gray color, such things. It will be like F1. It is easy to remember, so I'm typing that. So F1 is something like gray, I think. So after that, let us take the width. We have to get the width, right? So that thing is min width. Min width. Yeah, that will be something like some random 160 px. And let us take, and yeah, that's all. Let us, like, this is the basic thing, right? So you can extend if you want some more CSS also, you can. But as of now, let us think of this way. Like, let us save this and let us run this. So yeah, so it is okay up to now, but after that we have to style this one, right? It should be visible. We have set this display to none, right? So when we hover, it should be visible. For that, if we write the CSS, then we'll be seeing that one. So as of now, so after that we'll be writing the code for this one. So for this one, no, what will be the thing we have to write here? Drop down content, dot drop down content space A. For that, for that one we have to style first, so that they will be visible. So are you getting what I'm saying? So here we have kept the display to none, right? So we have to write the CSS for that one, so that we'll be seeing them with the style that we are writing here also. Both will be combinedly coming. Is it clear? Yeah. After the CSS, no, you can understand after completing the entire one, because they will be interrelated. Yeah, let me continue so that you can understand. See, here it is over, right? For this one we are writing. After that, what we have to put? Drop. What is this? Drop down content, right? Drop down hyphen content, and I have to put the colon, not colon, sorry, space A, and I have to open a flat bracket, and I'll be closing that here, and inside that let me style for that one. So let me take the color of link 1, link 2, all those things to black. Color will be black, and padding, let us take 12 px, because it should be from the top and from the left, right? So we have to take two values here, so it can be 16, like let us say 16 px. And let us, after that, we are not decorating the text, so it is not required, but we'll just display, we can just text decoration, you can see, right? Text decoration, we can put it to none because it is not required. And so we have to display that in block, so we'll be displaying it in a block, because it should be like one by one we should get, right? So display is block, because we have kept that to display none, right, previously. So now we are keeping to display block. So let me save this. So let me try here. Yeah. After that, we have to even write the thing for these things, like link 1, link 2, and link 3. They are there, no? For them, we have to write, like what we have to write, drop down content. If we hover, then we have to add. So let us write that one also. Like, let me dot drop down hyphen content, and for that, after that we'll be writing a, and after that when we hover, no, yeah, let me write a. So wait for a minute. So yeah, background content. So I think a. So when we hover, colon, hover, when we hover we should get, let me open this, let me close this. So in between we'll be writing background color. So that background color, let me like keep something like, so after that, so let me write the entire thing. So after that, when we hover, you should write, get that, no? After that, we have to, like, now let us write the code for showing the drop down. So for that, when we hover on the drop down, so we should get drop down content. Is it, are you understanding? Like, let me write this so that you can understand. See, for the drop down, there is no hyphen in between, right? Yeah. For the drop down, when we hover, when we like, let me keep colon, and when we write hover, when we hover, and uh, dot drop button, I think, yeah, this one, when we hover, and this drop dot button is, this one we are writing, for this one we are writing the css. So for this drop down, when we hover on drop button, what should happen, we'll write here, drop drop down. Yeah, yeah, we have to write drop button there, drop btn, drop button, sorry, yeah, drop button. So we have to write the css, sorry, we have to write the css for this one. What we have to write here, we want the content to be displayed in the block. Yeah, what we want, yeah, display in block. So let me save this. So is it correct? Like for drop down, when we hover, like what should we go to this one? Sorry, we should not display this one, right? We should display this drop down content. So not this drop button here. This is drop down content. Sorry, drop down content should be like, for that we should be displaying. See, when we like in the drop down css, when we hover, uh, in the drop down content, all these link 1, link 2, and link 3 should be visible, not the drop down will be visible, this one will be, this one should be visible. So let me save this and run up to here. So it is not working. So let us complete the CSS. One more thing is there, right? So after that, if we have any errors, then we'll be checking, because I'm already having the file. So we'll check in that. But as of now, so after that, what is remaining? When we hover on the drop down button, so we should get the background color to be this one, something. when we write like drop down, when we hover, yeah, when we hover, and when we have the drop button, then the background color, sorry, background hyphen color should be something like hash 3. Let me close this. Let me save this. Let me run. So we are not getting. So let me check.
Ma'am,
Yeah,
over here, drop button, you have written spelling wrong.
where?
31, line 31. Line number 31.
Okay, okay. Thank you. Let us check now. See, color it is changing. It is okay. For last, this one is working. So we'll check this.
Ma'am, line number 28, I think dot will be there, right? Dot drop down content. Because drop down content is also a class.
Yeah,
So
yeah, yeah.
maybe dot.
Yes, yes. So that is the problem. So that it is not displaying. Thank you. So see, now you can see, right? Is it clear? See, when we have to go to this one, the color will be changing. Have you understood about the drop down? So how to create? So the CSS, yeah, it should be like, yeah, I have to keep the dot here. So I have forgot to keep that. And this spelling I have unknowingly written wrong, but it's okay. So in trial and error method only, you can check so that you can understand. So let me, yeah, it is clear, right? Up to here. So all these things, no, it is like hexadecimal numbers. So all these things you can get from Google. Like you can't remember, right? All these things. So you can some things, all these things you can get from Google.
Ma'am, what is hover in this?
Hover means when we like this one, when we keep the cursor on this button, then they should be displayed. That is called hover. It is predefined, like in HTML. Like when we hover means when we go on to this, it should be displayed. That is,
Okay, ma'am.
yeah, that is hover. Is it clear about how to create a drop down? Can I move to like how to navigate between the pages? Or if three people are waiting. This clear, right? So I can move to like how to navigate from one page to another page. It's okay, right? Okay, shall I continue? Okay, so let me continue. So for the sake of moving between the pages, so let me create one more page so that we'll be moving to that page. Like let me create 3 pages, like 3 links we are having, right? When we click on link one, we should go to some page like that. So when we like, let me take a new file. So let me name that. Let me save it. So I'm saving it to the desktop itself. Let me write link one dot html. So let me save that. Yeah. So let me make it simple. So yeah. So here let me like just print. I'll be just printing hello world here. So let me open the HTML tag. Let me close it, and after that let me open the what we had to say body tag, and let me close the body tag, and inside the body tag, so let me just take a h1 and let me print, let me like show hello world. So let me close the h1 tag. So let me save this and let me run this link one. See, this is the link one. See, we are getting the hello world, right? So let me link this file with that file, like this dropdown.html. No, this file I'll be linking with, like when we click on link one, we should go to link1.html. See, here we are having the hash, right? It is very simple. With instead of that hash, we'll remove the hash and we'll be putting link1.html, the name of the file. So let me save this and let me run. It is already there, right? Here it is this one. So when we let me refresh this, see, when we click on this link one, we'll be getting hello world. Is it okay? Like how to navigate, or otherwise let me show for one more file. Have you understood? It is very simple, right? We can create one more page, and in the anchor tag, instead of that hash, we will be replacing the with the file that with that should be displayed. So let me show you like one more case. See here, just we have kept link1.html. Let me place this one in some other folder, and then I'll be connecting. So yeah. So let me like take one more file. Yeah, let me save it in, like, let me take in the full stack. I'm saving it, like I'm keeping it as link2 dot html, and I'm saving it. And here I'm writing how are you. So similarly, let me copy this link one and let me paste it here, and let me change the content here, like let me print how are you. So let me save this. Let me first run a link2 so that we can check whether it is working. In the desktop we are having the full stack. Inside the full stack, see, this one is the link2. When we run this, we are getting how are you. So let me like link it with the first one, like dropdown.html. So we'll be going to the dropdown.html page. So this is the dropdown.html. So here we'll be placing, let us try. So the name is full stack, right? So capital small, yeah, capital F, capital S, space tag, slash link2 dot html. Let me save this and let us try. This is the one, right? This. So okay, let us run again. This one drop down. Let us click on link 2. See, you have got hello world, right? How are you? Sorry, how are you? like we have to place the path. So inside the full stack folder, we'll be having this what we have the link to. See, you can see here the difference. You can notice, right? For this one and for this one, you can see the difference. Like inside the folder, we have to place the path, folder name followed by the file name. So you can even place an image, I think. So let us take an image and let us see. So all these things or navigations, that's all. Like you can play navigate from one page to another page. It is clear up to now, right? Is it okay? Yeah. So let us check with an image so that so let us take image like something from the folder which is already presented. So in task one we have used the image, right? So yeah, this main picture, is it, it is, let me open it and show to you so that you can understand. Yeah, this is the main picture. Let us try to display this one when we click on the link 3. So this main picture, it is presented in the task 1, right? This is JFIF file. So let us take this path only otherwise. So let us copy this. No need of this much thing. Okay, we'll like full stack task 1 and main picture. So instead of this one, we'll use full stack slash, and what is the task 1, right? Capital T, small t. So it is small t only. So task 1 slash, it is main picture. You have to be careful because it is case sensitive. Main space picture. So main space picture. It is JFIF file. You can see here like JFIF file. Where, yeah, here you can see it is a JFIF. In the properties you can see, right? So let us try with it. Let me save this. Let me go here. Let me refresh it. Otherwise, let me run this because it is not opening. So drop down. This one will be running, and after that we will click on link 3. See, we have got the image. Is it okay? So it is clear, right? So is it clear about the drop down menu and what we have to say, the navigations? So this is the task, right? Creating the website with the navigations and drop downs. Yeah, you can like you can place an image as the background, or you can like just open this, like create a drop down, and you have to navigate between the pages. It will be the task. So you're asking to show the drop down code. Okay, so it is the code, right? So this is thing, like first let me explain you once again like from start. So this is the like what we have is HTML. So we have taken a class drop down, and inside that class we have used another class which is drop button for the sake of button. So this drop down, it will be visible on the button, and again for the sake of this content we have taken another div, and for that we have used the class drop down content. So using these three things we have styled here. So it is clear about the HTML part, right? Because it is clear, but this one only we have confused a bit, but it is clear about this HTML, right? Yeah. So let us see the code of this one, like CSS. See, first we have style the drop down button. See the button that is visible, right? That button we have styled first. So that will not be visible here because we have to run it again. Let me run this. Yeah, for this button we have styled first. See, first it is initially green. After hovering, it it will be changing the color. So for that one we have used this, and after that, see this is the code, right? So this code we have used for that one. After that, drop down. The position is relative means it is displaying beside what we have to, yeah, below, right? So for the drop down button we should be presented in the below. So for that purpose we have used this inline block here. And after that, this drop down content we are using, no? This content means we have used this one, this, yeah, this drop down content inside this link 1, link 2, all these things. For that we have used a color, and for the background color I think it was, yeah, it is white, I think. So that we have got the white in the background. After hovering, we'll be getting this gray color, this hexadecimal number. It is, I think, for white only. So that it is, we are getting white in the background. And after that, when we hover, no, then we have written something which is different. See, this is for the green color. When we hover on the drop down content, then we have got the color which is gray. For that purpose, we have used what we have to say, hexadecimal numbers. And inside the A we are writing, right? So drop down content, anchor tags, all the anchor tags, they should be presented in the black color. You can see they are in the black color only. See, the link 1, link 2, link 3, they are in the color which is black. And we have used the padding. The padding here is 12 px and 16 px, right? So those 12 px and 16 px are, see this one you can see, because it is white you can't observe, but here you can see. See this, this is the 12 px, and like this horizontal thing, vertical line is there, no? It is length and breadth, you can see. Breadth will be 12 px and length it will be 16 px. That is the thing here. And after that, decoration and all we have not displayed. We have displayed none here because initially we should not display any links, and after hovering only we should display it. So we have written display block. We here also, after writing this, so in the task one, let me show that also. But while typing the code, so it will be clear, right? So I have used that, but let me show you like how I have added. I will be showing you just the output so that you can understand. See this index, no? See, initially it was the task, but when we hover on this, we'll be getting the drop down. You can see when you hover on this, you'll be getting one more thing. So for this purpose, I have used list anyway, but it is also a drop down. When we click on this contact, we'll be moving to some other page. When we click on products, this one it will be going to some other page. This is the navigations, but it will be very complex to type, right? All these things and all colors, back. You can add if you want, but if you want, I will even share the code for this one also, source code. But for the sake of explanation, I have chose that one, which is simple. It is okay, right? See, when you click, you will be going to some other page.
Yes.
Yeah, you can like extend the task also, task one also. That's your wish. Is it okay?